What is going on, guys? It's Kevin here with ModMyMods, and it is another lovely mods news update. Welcome to the show, and today is a little bit different because, well, mostly because I'm on location. We had a couple of vacation days scheduled, and well, I couldn't leave you guys hanging, right? So I gotta have you, gotta do the show somehow. So I got my nice little remote set up over here with my little baby monitors and all sorts of fun little gadgets and gizmos that are hopefully making the stream actually output correctly from especially where we are. I know we have decent internet, but who knows? Who knows what it actually looks like? So hopefully you guys can hear me okay, and everything sounds wonderful, and that we'll be able to have a relatively good and quick time. So without further ado, thanks again for joining us, and let's take a look at some of the things I found in the news. So, PCMR is always fantastic at making us laugh from time to time, and this one is, really hitting home for me lately, for the simple fact that I'm still running that, I got a 4790K at home, which, you know, is kind of, well, it's limited, especially when you're trying to play certain games that are now out and available. One in particular game that I know a lot of people have been playing, well, is Microsoft Flight Simulator, which we'll get into that in just a little bit, because I wanted to talk about some of the upgrades that we might be able to do and certain things that will help you throughout this this process, because a lot of people are now, you know, having issues, not able to play it the way that they'd like to, me included, you know. So hopefully we can talk about it and see what we can do to improve our frame rate and our experience. So the other thing that I ended up finding today, this is on eTechnics, a good friend of ours actually, who posted about Razer is launching mouse script tape. Cool idea. So I had to look into it a little bit more, and oh yeah, no, they're literally going to give you stick-on grip tape for your mouse, in case you're getting, you know, getting those sweaties, is what we call them, the sweaty matches, where there's literally, you're just, I'm so fired up, so fired up. So I guess this is a pretty decent idea. They have it for all sorts of their different mice, which is kind of cool. I would wonder if it like actually feels right, you know. I game with the Logitech M600, which has the extra mouse button on it, which is also kind of difficult to get used to. So I would imagine this is probably something similar. You know, it probably works pretty decent once you actually get the hang of it. So, but you know, I don't know. That's not going to help you on Microsoft Flight Sim. Maybe to pan around the menus or something like that. But bad, probably not. So, other thing I wanted to make sure that you guys were aware of is that we're doing a giveaway. This also isn't going to help your frames on Microsoft Flight Simulator. However, it will give your computer some color, like myself right now. Been in the sun for way too damn long today. Got some color. So, the giveaway actually ends the end of this week, ends on Sunday. So, if you haven't entered, you still have pretty decent odds to win. So, if you are looking for one of the 24-pin Lee & Lee Strimmer kits, we have one. It is going up for a giveaway, and you could potentially win that. So, let me consult my red Solo cup and make sure that that's correct. Yeah, that seems like all valid information right there. Okay, cool. So make sure that you take a look at the giveaway. You can go on there on our webpage. But the main thing that we were talking about, and what I kind of wanted to talk about, was Microsoft Flight Sim, because I'm really big into the Microsoft Flight Simulator lately. So it's this is actually a photo. Well, not even a photo. It's actually a screenshot posted by our good friend Jacob over at EVGA. And what made me think about it is because I'm sure that over there they probably have a few, 2 or 3 you know, 2080s or 2080 Ti's that are all able to, you know, get SLI together and make everything look pretty. But I'll tell you this much, with my 2080 Ti and 7920X at the shop, that ain't gonna happen. So, that being said, what can you do to better perform or better make your computer perform when you're playing this particular game, as it's so resource heavy? Jacob himself was actually saying something about how it's one of the first games where 16 gigs of memory is pretty much not even close to enough. So speaking of memory, when I was on Amazon, or not Amazon, when I was on Newegg earlier today, I was looking at 32 gigs. Now this kind of only pertains to Intel folk, I would say, for the simple fact that this is only 3000 megahertz RAM. So you could probably overclock it to 3200 to make it work with the AMD. But I would suggest, if you are going to go AMD, there's definitely different kits that you could get that would work just fine. But this particular memory for 32 gigs and under $100, with a CAS latency of 16 and the timing's not terrible, that's a pretty good deal. And GSkill is always known for their relatively budget-friendly RAM. So I think it's a something that is good for the folks that can't necessarily drop $300-400 on just RAM. So, other than that, the other thing that I saw, because 32 gigabytes really is useful in Microsoft Flight Simulator, the Intel i7, the ninth generation, Generation 9 series chip, are actually on sale because, well, the 10 series is out now and they're trying to phase out all these chips. So if you're working on something like a 6700K, or even me that's working on that 4790K, you might want to consider doing an upgrade, because they're actually offering relatively decent prices. $300 for the 9700 non-K edition. So the difference is the K is a unlocked chip, so you can actually overclock it and do what you please, whereas the non-K edition is actually just a standard chip. It works out of the box the way that it is. Those are the two differences of the chips. And then also, obviously, as you can see, you got the 3700X AMD chip, which, I mean, that's just a good price as is. You know, under $300 for a 8-core, 16-thread, you know, chip. Not a bad deal. Now, you know, when you're buying on Amazon, make sure you're buying it through a trusted Amazon, either an Amazon supplier or vendor or something like that, because there are many stories of people getting screwed over by that. So just be aware of that. I'm now checking the chat because I'm slow today. Jenna, hi, thanks for being here. Sarah, thank you for being here. Congratulations, by the way. You guys, I saw some of the photos from the shower and stuff like that. Congratulations again. James, of course, sir, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And everybody else that's in the chat that hasn't said hello yet, I appreciate you. Stands for K, that's expensive. Cap PCs. Yeah, yes it does. But, you know, I don't think the 10 series chip is much cheaper. I mean, I think it's just as expensive. Right, there it is. Yeah, just as expensive. So, which, you know, now thinking about it, I guess you could take the gamble of the newer chip, because I know a lot of people are kind of still a little hesitant on that. I get it. Damn, the 8700 is still $300. Wow. All right, so I guess that's where I'm like a little mistaken, because like, wouldn't you? All right, what's the K version? K, that's expensive. Yeah, you weren't kidding, Calf. No, that's still incredible that the 8700K is $400. Holy Christ, that's unbelievable. I recently got myself a 9900KF just because I already had a compatible motherboard. Yes, that also, because I think the KF is forgot what the F means. I think that's the one without without embedded graphics, right? Is that correct? I think that's what that means. So, but again, if you're looking for a chip or an upgrade, the thing that I would say is make sure you have plenty of space on an M.2. If you don't have it on an M.2, invest in an M.2. If you have spinny disks, replace them with an M.2 or a SSD. Regardless, that spinny shit is slowing you way down, so don't do that. The next would be increase your RAM, because the RAM is very resource heavy. It's unbelievable how fast and how demanding this flight simulator is. And then the next thing obviously would be like a new chip or something like that. I mean, graphics cards, yes, they are. If you got the 2080 and 2080 Ti and stuff like that, okay, sure, fine. But even still, some of those are not keeping up to par, which is interesting. You know, it's like the new Crisis is what everybody keeps saying. But last but not least, if you are actually serious about playing this particular simulator, I suggest getting an actual HOTAS, which is actually a fantastic setup here. Created by Thrustmaster, which they've been making flight sticks and stuff like that forever. More in particular, they made this one that's actually got the throttle and you're a decent stick for under $200, which is pretty good. I think the Logitech one that I'm still using is like $200 or something like that. You can spend all sorts of money on flight sticks or yokes and rudder pedals and all sorts of stuff like that. But this particular one that I've been seeing around that just came out from Thrustmaster is pretty decent. It looks pretty nice. I mean, it does look like plastic, but most of them are. Thrustmaster, decent stick, title of my state. Yeah, shh. That's between you and me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Thrustmaster, decent stick, title of my sex tape. Fantastic. That's good. Certified, ModMyMods approved. Alright, I like it. So, yes, this flight control stick system, whatever they got here, does look pretty decent. I'd be interested to actually try it out. But for under, like I said, under $200, that's not bad. But the problem is like when you go over here, and you scroll it all down and you click the USAs and then you click Amazon, it's like almost double the price, which I'm like, damn, that's rough, right? Like I don't want to pay. I mean, like, I'm no mathematician, but I know damn well 140 euro is not 300 USD. That's for dang sure. So, all right, let's go to B&H and see what do we got here. Back ordered, $160. That seems a little bit better. Available October 16th. Holy hell, I gotta wait 2 months? I mean, it'd probably be worth it, but... Oh, title of your sex tape. Yes, that is from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I do know what you're talking about now. Again, the heat, the sun, everything's getting to me today, so my brain's a little bit slower than most days. But again, I'd like one. Walmart has it? Get out of Dodge. No, you don't. You don't have this. Wait a second. For $46.17? That can't be right. That can't be right. Well, I'd like to pre-order one for $46.17 because, well, over here it's definitely not that price. So, Walmart, what are you doing? Let me get one of these. I mean, it less beer, more whiskey. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. The red Solo cup, it bites you in the end. You're viewing, yeah, that's the stick and the throttle for $46 $6. Yeah, I can't wait for that to come back in stock so I can just order one and be like, ah, haha, I got one for 46 bucks. So much for 100 and whatever, and Walmart's going to be like, whoa, we didn't actually mean that price. And I'm going to say, well, you gotta, I don't know. What is it? You have to take charge of it. No. See, again, the brain not working. You have to honor your price. You said you would price match, and I just printed it from your website, and it says $46.17. Oh, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, if you guys are looking for a new flight stick, that is definitely one that I would keep my eye on. It has all sorts of fancy buttons on there. The throttle is pretty neat because you can do your trims, like the little knobby over here. I like to do my Aileron trim, and then there's also a trim on the back side of the flight stick there that'll allow you probably to do even more trims, is what I would say. But hi, yes, see, on vacation, I forgot, and people are all over the place. So, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you doing work? Well, you're on vacation. And they're right. I probably shouldn't be doing that. That's beside the point. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging because I know every Tuesday and Friday we do this. So I wanted to at least say hello. But again, yeah, I'm gonna have to call Walmart and be like, I'd like to pre-order, please. That'd be great. Fantastic. Sounds like a plan. Definitely check out Thrustmaster and what they got. If you want something even a little more crazy, I think they have. Yeah. The Airbus edition, and that's what I kind of wanted, was this one right here, which is the TCA Officer Pack Airbus edition. Yeah, yes I do. It comes with little knobbies and switches and flippies and stuff. That's what I would do. I like that. That's great. Engine 1 and 2, fantastic. It's not the same as, the Boeing stuff, but that's okay. That's all right. But yeah, Thrustmaster has a whole bunch of different stuff. They have a lot of different joysticks and everything like that. If you have big bucks and want to buy the actual HOTAS with the magnetic brakes and the Viper and all that stuff for it, you spend up to like $400, which is kind of rough. But again, you can really have some fun with a lot of this stuff. So check it out. That is pretty cool. Oh, TCS Krabby. Well, that's not very nice. Well, that's not very nice at all. Sorry to hear that you don't like it. That's too bad. There's a bunch of other people that do like this stream, so hopefully you can get yourself a beverage and change your mind about that or something. I don't know. Just your attitude. That's all right. Anyways, the Thrustmaster thing is available through their website and through B&H. You can order it, pre-order it, and that type of thing. But I would highly recommend doing some significant upgrades if you are lacking on the CPU, GPU, or RAM front. It definitely needs some serious kick in the butt in order to make it actually happen. I mean, 4790K is only doing medium, and that breaks my heart. It really hurts. I don't want to do that. So, appreciate you guys being here for the stream today. I really, really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. One thing to make mention of, ChillyMountain is actually doing a sponsored Valorant tournament. That if you guys are interested, you can take a look. They got 2 people that are pretty awesome, Tony Funks, and then Sid Kitten, who is also going to be the hosts of the tournament. I'm pretty sure it's a 5v5 or 4v4. I don't exactly know the details, but I do know that the link is in the bio of ChillyMountain here. You can go to the ChillyMountain Instagram page, go up to the bio, Linktree, ChillyMountain, bam, there it is. There's the Valorant Tournament. Boom. There's more information. You can go here and you can check it out and join. There are a bunch of people that have already entered. It's a 5v5. That's what it is. And it is for the North American server only. There are a bunch of different prizes that are going to be given away. A total of apparently 800 USD. Wow. That's awesome. I didn't know that. I know that we gave them an AIO. We gave them an Ice Bear, I think it's one of the digital ones too, so it's a nice one. We get a couple of ModMyMods stickers, some Elf Cool hats, and then second place gets an Ice Plateau. So I don't know if you're deep into Valorant, as Kaylin says that I'm deep into Flight Sim. You might be interested in taking part in this. So it does happen this Saturday. So I would imagine if you want to be a part of it, and you want to join it, I would do it sooner than later, because I'm sure that those spots will fill up in a relatively quick fashion. So, but yeah, Kaylin, basically this stream was all about Microsoft Flight Sim and what you need to do to fix your stuff. Because to be honest with you, everybody needs an upgrade when it comes to having this game run smooth. I can't stress enough. If you need more RAM, you need a new CPU or whatever, I would do it, because you're really missing out if you don't have the right experience with this game, because it's beautiful. I mean, the other night I was taking the water plane and flying from the different Finger Lakes where we're over in New York, and landing a couple ones, and then come back up to Lake Ontario and circle around and go land on Toronto, Pearson International, and it's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it. So, but again, thanks everybody for joining me today. I'm gonna go jump back in the lake here. It's hot. I think I could use some water, and I'm not talking about for drinking. So have a wonderful afternoon. Thanks again, and we will catch up with you next time.